Greetings. I am Maria Ferreira and I will be presenting our paper submitted to the LADC conference in 2022, titled Anonymization Service for Privacy in Data Mining. I'd like to mention that this paper is the result of a collaboration between the Security and Computer Networks Lab and LADC. In this presentation, we'll follow this agenda. I'll start with an introduction to our work, presenting the problem we explore, followed by an explanation of our proposal, our experiments and results, the conclusion, and what lies ahead for future research. To provide some context for our work, let's begin by discussing the global data privacy challenge. Nowadays, for various reasons such as scalability, disaster recovery, or system recovery, many legacy systems are cloud-based. However, in this context, we encounter significant security issues related to data breaches that can compromise data privacy. Additionally, we are witnessing a massive influx of various types of data being collected and pre-processed using diverse solutions. For instance, in artificial intelligence application, substantial volumes of data are used to train algorithms. Furthermore, the importance of using data in scientific contexts cannot be understated. In this landscape, it's impossible to ignore the fact that a vast amount of sensitive data is being handled. In our work, we explore a solution based on anonymization techniques to ensure that protected data can be used not only to benefit companies and data owners, but also for various other purposes. Talking about our proposal, our solution is interoperable with existing legacy services and systems, thus enable a flexible integration that aims to add privacy protection functionalities. To reduce the scope of data types, we consider four types of data as sensitive or critical. Numerical data, such as passport number and any other social security number. Text data such as racial origin, religion, or sexual orientation, dates, birthdays, and credit card expiration dates, and IP addresses. To anonymize this data, we use four anonymization techniques: black marker, cryptopen, T-closeness anonymization, and clustering permutation for data anonymization. I'll explain each technique in the next page. Moreover, we built the API with two main differences. First is that the API user has the flexibility to configure the anonymization techniques. And second is that choosing anonymization techniques preserves aspects of the original data without compromising user privacy. Thus, this data continues to be useful for research and application with artificial intelligence. Talking about the first anonymization technique, black marker is normally used when there is a need to present information to the user without revealing its content. For this purpose, this technique marks characters in the anonymizable field with constant values, for example, asterisks or x's. Furthermore, data anonymization occurs without any alteration of the original data structure, preventing more extensive application. CryptoPen is an anonymization technique used for anonymizing IP addresses within network flows, particularly well suited for preserving prefix structure. It accomplishes this by transforming the IP addresses into a series of bits and creating a tri-tree representation where each bit corresponds to a tree node. To ensure anonymity, a cryptographic algorithm is employed to identify specific tree nodes for value conversion inversion. This process leverages AES encryption to safeguard the data, effectively concealing the original IP addresses while preserving the structural characteristics of the subnet. In addition to IP addresses, CryptoPen can be applied to anonymize data since it is possible to convert a date into IPv4 formats. For example, the date 22 of May of 2023 can be converted into IPv4 number as shown. The closeness anonymization technique aims to ensure that the sensitive value is T-diverse, meaning it has at least two different categories represented within the group. It, its primary goal is to ensure that individuals presenting anonymized data sets cannot be easily identified. Furthermore, the parameter "k" refers to the minimum number of distinctive records that should be present in each group of records with the same combination of sensitive attributes. This is intended to prevent the direct identification of an individual within the group. Therefore, the closeness is a technique that combines the diversity of sensitive values with records grouping to ensure the privacy of anonymized data. The clustering permutation anonymization technique, unlike others, utilizes all the eigenvectors of the data and permutes them, rather than generating them randomly. This approach preserves statistical measures. When combining the CPA algorithm with clustering techniques, it becomes possible to create a model similar to the K-anonymity model. In our anonymization technique, it is necessary to follow a few steps. First, the data must be preprocessed, handling null fields, and converting symbolic data to integers. Then, Then, the group's records are separated to the anonymized using the chosen clustering algorithm. After this, the CPA algorithm is applied to anonymize each of them. Finally, anonymized groups are combined while preserving the original order and information. In our experiments, we tested the time required to process data anonymization and the effectiveness of anonymization by comparing the original and anonymized data. To run the experiment, we utilized our Huawei Elastic Cloud Server equipped with two vCPUs and 8 gigabytes of memory. We generated a database containing numeric data, text, IP addresses, and more using Python Faker package. We decided to test processing time of CPA using different clustering algorithms, and what we found was that all of them indicated that breaking down the data into clusters helped speed up the anonymization process. As a result of our experiment, we concluded GBS can outperform other algorithms, being the best choice to be used with CPA algorithm. We also tested the API average response time in the cloud environment, and we observed slight variation in processing time for certain anonymization methods. On the other hand, the differences were more noticeable primarily due to the complexity in generating each data type. And finally, we conducted tests on the processing time of the closeness. It was observed that varying the parameter k has a significant influence on processing time. And increasing the K value can result in enhanced performance. To assess privacy levels, we used two similarity metrics, cosine and Weissenstein. Cosine similarity measures the similarity between vectors based on their angles, and Weissenstein similarity measures distance similarity between probability distributions by finding an optimal transport plane. These experiments indicate that the CP algorithm effectively protects data privacy as the similarity levels provided by both metrics do not reach a threshold that would enable the identification of individuals or their sensitive information. Concluding, we introduced a cloud service designed for data anonymization based on identifying different data types. It leverages the clustering permutation for data anonymization algorithm, allowing us to safeguard essential mathematical properties. Our experiments conducted in a real cloud environment confirm that the solution is effective at preserving data privacy through anonymization. In the future, we have plans to enhance data protection and cloud security by exploring additional anonymization techniques in conjunction with CPA, expanding the range of options available for data anonymization. We are also going to investigate additional security measures, including the trusted platform modules, to further strengthen data protection and overall cloud security. To conclude, I would like to say thank you to each and every one of you for being part of this presentation.